Hey everybody, on today's episode, I'm giving you 6 easily implementable tips to scientifically boost your happiness every single day. I read the book, The Happiness Hypothesis by Jonathan Haidt, and here's 6 things you can do right now to improve your happiness today. Oh yeah, and before this video starts, hit the subscribe button. All right, so why are we talking about happiness today? So the entire channel came together because I wanted to encourage people out there to love. But here's some stats on why today's episode is important. So according to the University of Chicago, they ran a study and it showed that last year, 13% of people that they studied said that they had experienced depression or anxiety. This year, that number is bounced up to 18%. According to the Gallup poll, 1 out of every 3 women that are 18 to 29 years old, and 1 out of every 5 men that are 18 to 29 years old, they say that they've suffered from depression or anxiety. By the stats, these numbers seem to be going up, and I hope that this video will help address that, plus this channel will address it. You know, one of my favorite studies, and Jonathan Haidt talks about it in this book, is the Harvard study of adult development. Now, this is the longest running study on happiness. It found that your primary relationships are the biggest indicator of longevity of life. And that's why I'm so passionate about finding your person. I think it only makes our lives better and helps increase the happiness, the love, and the value we bring to the world. But enough about that, let's dive into the top 6. Number 1 is say hello. So according to Diner and Seligman, 2 psychologists who published a journal titled Very Happy People, well, their study showed that you could increase your happiness by 25 to 50% if you talk to somebody within the first hour of waking up. Ideally, you would do this face-to-face too, to increase that maximum boost in happiness. And I know what some of you might be thinking, Adam, you're doing this channel for so many people that are single out there. You're single. Exactly. Here was me this morning getting that boost in happiness. How you doing? Excellent. Doing well. Can't complain. Can I get a cappuccino?
And the cool thing is that your brain doesn't register the difference between talking to a loved one, you know, if you're married and you have somebody that's in your bed when you wake up, just talking to them, or if you just walk down the street and talk to a random stranger. So if you just go to your local coffee shop, first hour you're awake, well, your brain's registering that as, hey, somebody loves me. Your happiness boosts.
The facts I said at the end are true. The happiness hormones in our bodies are just firing off because we're talking to somebody face to face right in the morning. Number 2 is practice gratitude. So published in the American Psychological Association, Dr. Emers and McCullough published a paper titled Counting Blessings versus Burdens. They found that if you kept a gratitude journal, you can boost your happiness by 25%. People who kept a journal increase happiness, optimism, and general health in their life. So this is a practice that I've recently implemented. I usually start my morning off with a devotional, but I've started to add in the daily journal into it too because of these stats. What I like to do is every single morning, I get out my journal and I write down 3 things from the day before that I was grateful for. I reflect back on my day and start my morning off with 3 things that were awesome about last week. And these don't even have to be giant over-the-top moments of gratitude. I think literally in my journal, I wrote that I was thankful that the Chick-fil-A guy gave me a couple of extra Chick-fil-A sauces. They can be that simple. It forces your brain to remember that like good things are happening to you, hence the boost in happiness. Number 3 is mindfulness and meditation. This is one of the biggest things that Jonathan Haidt talks about in his book. JAMA said that a 10 to 20 minute meditation can improve your anxiety, your depression, and your pain by 38, 30, and 33% respectively. This is a practice I try to implement in my morning routine. The only problem is sometimes when I'm listening to my meditation on YouTube, there's a beautiful ad that just cuts right into the middle of it. So what can you do? Oh, and here's Rob Sharma on one of my favorite podcasts, Modern Wisdom, talking about what he calls the MVP method. He teaches this to every one of his billion-dollar clients on how to improve their happiness at the start of every day.
In my methodology, MVP is meditation, visualization, and prayer. We're all looking for ways to become more truly powerful. We're all looking for ways to do beautiful work. We're all looking for ways to move through insecurity. We're all looking for ways to become wiser in this world of polycrisis and to be more loving people. 45 minutes of meditation, visualization, and prayer is so incredibly powerful to reprogram your mindset, heart set, health set, and soul set.
Number 4 is workout.
Gotta be in top physical condition for today, Gary.
Journal of Health Psychology in a study found that you can reduce anxiety and depression by 20 to 30% by working out. You don't have to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the gym throwing around huge weights or heading down to your local CrossFit place and just swinging kettlebells. You don't have to do all that, but you do need to be active. I don't understand how the fitness influencers do this thing, but they say 30 minutes of activity can boost your happiness throughout the day. And that can be as easy as just getting outside and going for a walk. 5 is be kind. So 3 scientists whose names are way too hard to pronounce for me wrote in the American Psychological Association. In a journal titled Pursuing Happiness, they found that by performing 5 acts of kindness, you improve your happiness by 10%. You don't have to be Mother Teresa to be able to do this. You could literally do 5 simple acts to get yourself that boost in happiness. Picking up some trash that you found on the ground, holding a door open for a stranger, telling somebody that you like their outfit.
Oh my God, I love your skirt. Where did you get it?
And number 6 is cocaine. I'm just kidding. I don't want to say cocaine because I might get banned, I think. Number 6 is go to bed. So a study by the Journal of Sleep Research found that with 7 to 9 hours of sleep, you get a 15 to 20% boost in happiness throughout your day. And then the cycle repeats. You get your 7 to 9 hours of sleep. You wake up and you pray, you meditate, you write in your journal. Maybe you walk to the coffee shop and go say hi to somebody within the first hour of waking up. Your day starts off at max happiness so that you walk around the rest of the day with your chest out, your shoulders back, and feeling like the best version of you. Well, that wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching. And hey, why don't you make one of your good deeds today writing something kind in the comment section? I'll talk to y'all next week.